Parents will do absolutely anything and everything to keep their kids healthy. That's why when they get sick, you get so stressed out. From stuffy noses to coughs and especially fevers, the natural reaction for parents is to go straight to fight or flight, worry, and anxiety. It's this natural, stressful emotion combined with a generation or two of training that also then sends so many parents right to the doctor's office or the pharmacy aisle with their sick kiddos. You see, the biggest problem with our current healthcare system that trains us to turn to Tylenol, antibiotics, decongestants, and corticosteroids almost immediately is that while those things may help in the short term, they actually weaken and suppress the immune system and the body in the long term. The truth is, kids are designed to be healthy and strong right out of the gates, but they also have quite a bit of growth and development yet to go. Now, getting sick a few times in those first few years, when the teeth are coming in or the weather is changing, can actually be a good thing that brings about some short-term struggles that add up to long-term gains. If you've had this internal struggle between going natural or going medical when your kids are sick, you most definitely aren't alone. Parents of today, more than ever, are looking for the answers and drug-free action steps and solutions that not only help in the short term, but make things better in the long term as well. Each parent wants to always do what's right, helping their kid get through the illness as fast as possible and avoid them in the future. To not just load up on all sorts of natural health, nervous system, and immune system boosting actions during an illness, but also rest assured you're helping your child build strength, resilience, and adaptability in the long term as well. So, quick story, starting at 18 months, Jack would have breathing issues when he got sick. He had been to the ER a few times to receive breathing treatments, steroids, and oxygen, along with being prescribed an inhaler. It seemed like he would get sick often and it would last longer than normal. A common cold would linger and could escalate to needing his inhaler. His mom always worried when she would notice him starting to get the sniffles for fear it was going to turn into a respiratory illness. And if it was a respiratory illness, she felt like she was always on high alert with his coughing and breathing, needing to judge if they needed to take a trip to urgent care. It was exhausting. She had so much mom guilt with giving him his inhaler so many times. She felt stuck with options on how to help him. They would use his inhaler multiple times a day to keep his coughing controlled and his breathing normal. He would have the humidifier going all the time and give him fever-reducing medicines that helped him with inflammation. And it felt like these things were barely keeping the symptoms at bay. When they started neurologically focused chiropractic care, she knew they would receive care that would help heal Jack from the inside out and have lasting results, not just Band-Aids. They started Jack with chiropractic care right around the beginning of RSV and flu season, and she knew the kids would be bringing home germs. She wanted to start working on his immune system before he would get sick. When he did get sick, they didn't have to use his inhaler. He didn't suffer any breathing issues, his cough was hardly there, and he was over it pretty quickly. So much has changed in the short amount of time Jack has started care. Mom has confidence in his body to get through illnesses quicker and without needing his inhaler. She has peace of mind and doesn't worry when she knows he might be getting sick. So what is the answer? Focus first on getting the body everything it needs to fight off illness and build resistance. And second, make sure to do it in the right order or the right sequence. The order or the sequence in which this must work is the part very few patients or even providers are aware of, is truly the secret to all of this. You can't put more complex methods of natural healing into play until the body and the central nervous system have mastered the basics or the foundations. So adding in those supplements and detoxification protocols may be important, but they can't happen without these first four pillars being a strong foundation for the neuroimmune system to use them appropriately. So first, we need to have a healthy, adaptable nervous system through neurologically focused chiropractic care. Since the autonomic nervous system controls and modulates every single cell, tissue, and organ in the body, especially the immune system, the benefits of chiropractic care become incredibly far-reaching. You can best understand the multiple benefits of chiropractic by looking at it through the lens of a condition called dysautonomia. This is perhaps the most confusing part of chiropractic, honestly. How can it be so simple? Most parents are so used to the current medical system where there's a different specialist and a different kind of doctor for every system of the body. So an ENT, a GI, a neurologist, etc., but none of them seem to communicate or coordinate very well together. Where in contrast, that's exactly why chiropractic care focuses on the nervous system. The central and autonomic nervous system are like the air traffic controller of the entire body, making a healthy nervous system the key signaling catalyst for the immune system and everything else. Now, the second pillar is we need to be sleeping well. We all know what it's like to not get enough sleep. You feel moody, easily agitated, and unfocused. Plus, little sleep takes a big toll on our physical health over time. Our bodies do some of their best work while we're sleeping, and that's as fully grown adults. Consistent poor sleep in children can contribute to digestive issues, immune system problems, focus and behavior challenges, anxiety and depression, and many other health concerns as well. Sleep is an all-important catalyst for everything else you do to keep momentum in your health. Now, the third pillar is exercise and play. If we all think back to our childhood, it was rare not to be playing outside, moving constantly during the daylight hours. Truth is, we didn't have anything else to do. iPhones, live streaming, and Nintendo Switch weren't created yet. We had to build forts, play neighborhood sports, ride bikes around town, and climb trees. I promise this is not trying to make anyone feel older than we already are, but only to emphasize the change over the last 20 plus years of how childhood is now set up to actually move less. Exercise and movement aren't just good for our kids' bodies, it's good for their brain and their nervous system as well. Research shows that the more kids move, the better they can activate their brain pathways key to learning, focus, social development, and their immune response. Plus, movement and exercise are massive catalysts for mood, sleep, and eating healthier foods. And the fourth pillar is to eat clean, healthy foods. This is a big one and no doubt a focus of your family at some point. We like to divide this into 5 simple steps. Eat nutrient-dense food. Drink plenty of water. Minimize intake of processed sugars and avoid trans fat and chemicals like preservatives and food dyes. Now, don't get discouraged if you're not perfect. Think 80-20 balance. Consistency over the long term is more important than the one-off birthday party where natural foods go out the window or for a meal. This is why we focus on the nervous system first with these 4 key pillars. It's the foundation for everything that follows. You can add in all the supplements, the smoothies, and the essential oils you want. But if your child's nervous system is stressed out, they're not sleeping, not moving, and not eating clean, nothing will work near the same. The moment your child gets sick, circle back and double down on the foundational pillars and the basics here by making sure your child gets plenty of sleep, moves, eats clean, and most especially gets adjusted an extra time or two in order to get the nervous system and the immune system functioning at their absolute best. All of this may seem foreign and brand new to you for now, as you're just starting out, but we promise your pediatric and family neurologically focused chiropractic team is here for you every step of the way to help build a stronger immune system for your family. Parents of today, more than ever, are looking for the answers and drug-free action steps and solutions that not only help in the short term, but make things better in the long term as well. So if your child is struggling with immune-related health challenges, we have resources and help for you.